In this video, we will be discussing about chemical properties of metals. Okay, let's start. What happens when metals are burnt in air? When metals are burnt in air, or we can say that reaction of metals with air or oxygen. Okay. Almost all metals combine with oxygen to form metal oxide. When metal combine with oxygen, it form metal oxide. The metal oxides are basic in nature. They are basic in nature. Okay. When any metal combine with oxygen, they form metal oxide. Okay. First, when magnesium burn in air. When magnesium burn in air, it combine with the oxygen of air to form magnesium oxide. Okay, when magnesium burn in air, it form magnesium oxide. Magnesium burn in air with a dazzling white flame. When we burn the magnesium strip in oxygen, when we burn magnesium strip, it produce dazzling white flame. Okay, of magnesium oxide. Next, when copper is heated in air, it combine with oxygen to form copper oxide. As I told you that when any metal react with oxygen, it form metal oxide, and all metallic oxide are basic in nature. So copper will also react with oxygen to form copper oxide. Similarly, aluminium form aluminium oxide. When aluminium react with oxygen, it will form aluminium oxide. So all metals, not all metals, only highly reactive metals react with oxygen to form metallic oxide. These are highly reactive metals. So they form metallic oxide. And the most highly reactive metal like sodium and potassium, they are the most highly reactive metal. So they catch fire at a room temperature. Without burning, they catch fire because they are highly reactive metal. Metals such as potassium and sodium react so vigorously that they catch fire if we kept in the open. If we place it in open, they will catch fire. Without burning, they catch fire. They are so reactive. They are highly reactive metal. That's why. Hence, to protect them and to prevent accidental fires, they are kept immersed in kerosene oil. Sodium and potassium are kept in kerosene oil. Otherwise, they will catch fire. We can't kept it in water container, water bottle, or any other places, because they will react with the oxygen and will catch fire. So we will place it in kerosene oil. Okay, potassium and sodium. At ordinary temperature, means room temperature, the surface of metals such as magnesium, aluminium, zinc, lead, etc. are covered with a thin layer of oxide at room temperature. They do not catch fire, but they are covered with a thin layer of oxide, metallic oxide, because they are highly reactive. But they are less reactive than sodium and potassium. Sodium and potassium is highly reactive, so they can catch fire at room temperature, and these are less reactive metals than sodium and potassium, so they are covered with a thin layer of oxide only. And the least reactive metal, silver and gold do not react with oxygen even at high temperature. When at high temperature, they do not react with oxygen. We use ornaments which is made of silver and gold. No. So they do not react with oxygen. Now next is, so these are all about reaction of metals with oxygen. Now next is what happen when metal reacts with water. Reaction of metal with water. When metal react with water, it produces a metal oxide and hydrogen gas. When metal react with oxygen, it form metal oxide, and when metal react with hydrogen with water, it form metal oxide plus hydrogen. Okay, and metal oxide are soluble in water, dissolve in it, so it further form metallic hydroxide. Again in water it react with water and it form metal hydroxide. But all metals do not react with water. Only highly reactive metals react with water, and less reactive, moderate reactive metals react with hot water only, and highly reactive metal react with cold water, and moderate reactive metals react with hot water. Sometimes they react with only with steam, and the least reactive metal like silver, gold, they do not react with even with hot water or steam. Okay, here metals like potassium and sodium react violently with cold water. Potassium and sodium, we know that these two metals are highly reactive. So in case of sodium potassium, the reaction is so violent and exothermic. Exothermic means produce heat, lots of amount of heat, that the evolved hydrogen immediately catches fire. When we put potassium in water, it forms metallic hydroxide and will catch fire, and hydrogen will produce, and this hydrogen will catch fire immediately, and lots of amount of heat is evolved. Similarly, in case of sodium, when it reacts with water, it forms sodium hydroxide and hydrogen gas, and hydrogen gas catch fire, okay, and produce lot of amount of heats. Next, the reaction of calcium with water is less violent because it is less reactive than these two metals. The heat evolved is not sufficient for the hydrogen to catch fire. They produce heat, but it is not sufficient for hydrogen to catch fire. So calcium, when it reacts with water, it forms calcium hydroxide plus hydrogen. Next, magnesium does not react with cold water. It is less reactive than calcium, so it reacts with hot water only to form magnesium hydroxide and hydrogen. Okay. Similarly, aluminium, iron, zinc do not react either with cold or hot water, but they react with steam to form the metal oxide and hydrogen. When aluminium react with water, it forms aluminium oxide and hydrogen. They react with steam. They do not react with either with cold or hot water. They react only with steam, aluminium, iron, zinc. Okay. Next is metals such as lead, copper, silver and gold do not react with water at all. They are least reactive metals, so they don't react with water, even with steam at all. Got it?